Okay, folks, I found this in a outside somewhere in a public place, and I don't know why it was dumped there. It was dumped, and there's a whole bunch of them, a whole lot of them, and to me it's gold, but to the person who dumped it, it's like really stupid and wasteful. I don't understand why people do that. And they got more money than sense, obviously. Or maybe it was a gift, or gifts. We'll soon find out what the fuck this is. Okay, let's see what this item is. It's an item of clothing, and I saw a bunch of clothing items dumped. These are a pair, sorry folks, these are a pair of feminine shorts, as you can see. And I'll just show you the pattern on there, pretty much, floral pattern. I don't know the label, dish or whatever it's called. So we're just going to lay it on the glass like so. Try and flatten it out in this case. But basically it just seems like such a waste that someone has turfed this out in a public place for some reason. Why they do it, I see quite a few examples of these. But it's good for me because I'm not rich. I can't afford to go to an op shop and get something like this from an op shop. And I used to go to op shops for most of my clothing related materials, but I haven't got that sort of money anymore. The cost of living has gone up over the past year or so, and I just haven't got that sort of money. That's come up looking interesting, but it's not what I want. So yeah, it's really quite, everything's become so expensive now, and electricity's gone up, and I'm not rich to pay for my power bills too much, so I ration my hot water. Like I have one shower a week and one hair wash every 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm really cutting back because I need to keep the heater running because I get really cold and I don't like it. Most people wouldn't want to. I never used to have heating, but I do now. And I've picked a bad time to start using it because of the cost of electricity and shit. You know, the expensive. It's really ridiculous the way things have gone up. But what can you do, folks? Unfortunately, that's the way the world has become. A real horrible, money-fucked place where people who just love money rule and they don't care about anyone else except themselves. And this just accumulates over time, and then fuck, everyone else has to suffer. My mum had this really bleak old saying. She used to say the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And it's obviously true. It's obviously become true in that respect. I'm going to utilise that as our master copy. That looks really quite nice. But yeah, it's really quite difficult living in this day and age now with this cost of living just going up through the roof and people less fortunate not being able to afford things. I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news to get into the I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news to get in touch with a lost partner, Luigi, and I'm finding it really quite difficult because I'm not rich and I'm not famous and I don't get any kind of recognition as an artist as well. I'm trying to get recognised as an artist so I don't have to fall into the having to deal with this cost of living long term, because I may not be able to afford rent if the rent keeps going up and my wage doesn't go up. I'm screwed, and my wage doesn't go up much. I'm disabled. So being disabled means you don't have the much opportunity to earn a lot of money. Most of us people with disabilities languish on Centrelink, and really it's not a way to live. I am grateful for Centrelink. I am grateful that I do get, because not all countries have a benefit system like Australia. So I'm grateful in that respect, but I'm not grateful that that the rich people like TV channels don't have any interest in people like myself who want to get ahead, who are talented as well as disabled, talented Channel 9, talented. I want to focus on my talent, not my disability. Can't you see that, folks? Can't you see that? I want to focus on what I can do, not what I can't do. And I can't focus on it if I'm stuck in this unit and I have no exhibitions of my work because I'm not recognised. I made some mistakes, yes I did, when I was young, and I never got the kind of exhibitions that I wanted. And I just used to go in these piss-anty little art competitions. I never won a prize, so I never thought art was lucrative, and now I have to make it lucrative because I got piles upon piles of paper and I haven't got room for that shit to put it, and I'm not rich enough to have self-storage to put all these fucking boxes and reams of paper into there. So I do need your help, Channel 9. I really need your help to be self-sufficient, to get off the taxpayer's purse. I don't want to be a burden on the taxpayer anymore. I want to be self-sufficient. I want to do something I'm passionate about instead of working in what is effectively a sheltered workshop for my type of people with disabilities, different types of disabilities, but disabilities nonetheless. And yeah, I'm sick of being restricted, folks. I'm sick of it. I don't want my disability to determine what I do and what I think and how I do it. I want my disability to go fuck itself and go to hell where it belongs and not have any say in what my lifestyle is going to be. And that's come up looking quite a treat. I think we can do maybe some switcheroos. We're going to switch these around. Okay, we're going to do what's known as a switcheroo. But basically, I don't want to be recognised for the disability. I had a cord around my neck. I came out breech. And I had brain damage at birth, even though it has not been diagnosed. But I know it's there because it's really hard to learn new things and to retain information. And also, I do believe I have high-functioning autism, also not diagnosed. And I've got another disability which has been diagnosed, and it unfortunately carries with a lot of stigma. So I can't talk about it. I can't disclose it because I'm too aware of the stigma that is involved with it. So I can't talk about this, but I know it's there, and it's still another problem for me to deal with. But basically, and I'm struggling with my memory trying to work out how to do this, how to remember what combination I've done, which is really difficult, folks. And that's that one. I think this one's the last one we're going to do. I don't know, folks, I can't remember. My memory is really, really shot. That's the problem I have. One of the main problems is the memory. But that's not been diagnosed, and neither has the high-functioning autism, and I haven't got the money to get an actual diagnosis for those two conditions, which are really severe. They're as severe as what I've been diagnosed with, maybe even more so. The high-functioning autism, on the other hand, is good because it helps me with keeping focused on this task instead of getting too social. And that's come up looking really quite interesting. I think the first two were better than this. I think we can now call this demo quits.